Yo, 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 yo. Hey now. All right. Lois took over the beginning while I had to conduct some business upstairs, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome to the Earl world. I don't listen to Kanye West, so I don't even know what the name of the song is, to be honest with you. Sorry to disappoint you. You know, I like to, no, we don't do the racist stuff in here, American Muskies. We don't do that in here. You can go to, Ray DeVito's stream or, Karmic X. Go on their streams. We are a nice, friendly stream in here. We talk a little bit of stand-up comedy. We talk pro wrestling and anything else, but we don't do that potty humor in here. I appreciate you respecting that. Thank you. Yes, 100% there. Absolutely, he is insane. It shows you what the Kardashians do to people. I mean, look at the athletes that the Kardashians have touched. O.J. Simpson, Chris Humphries, I believe Blake Griffin, I think a couple others, and their lives all turned to shit. Look at Kanye West. Arguably the greatest entertainer of the last decade. You know, him and Taylor Swift. What up, Greg Vaughn? And look at them. I mean, Kanye West has gone mad. What up, William Zoom? I had Kip Smith look for you on X, but that was before you told me you weren't on it. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at me. I've almost been taken down by several women. But unlike Kanye, they failed. Nobody has seen Pert Perkins. He did show up once after the infamous $300 super chat. Groomed by Milo. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like it either, but you're more than welcome to join Kip. It's actually Kip's group, not mine. But I'll let Kip and you talk that out. Well, there is a song. There is a really. I don't even know how I can tell you the title of this song. Can a blank word get a table dance? And it's got a really catchy beat. But I can't really say. It's a funny song, but the music, the beat behind it is pretty good. You're not far off on the spelling there, Greg Vaughn, but we don't do that. We don't do that. By the way, I will be at the Comedy Store this Saturday night. So apparently I have survived the first round of roster cuts. And I'm very happy to do so. It will give you guys a side. Any hot chicks at yoga? Yeah, there are. I mean, there's a teacher there. Like this girl's hardcore. She teaches at 6, but then also no, she teaches at 6, so she takes the 4:30 class as well, which is the class I was in. And wow, I mean, the poses that this girl is capable of. Yeah, there's always hot chicks at yoga, and all the teachers are hot. To be completely honest with you, yeah, like um, yeah, well, there's not many guy teachers at this particular studio, but the few there are, they're like all in great shape. Uh, it's not that hard for me because I'm really one of the few straight guys in the studio. And I think the other few straight guys, most of them are married. So it's really very lucky for me to. But I don't, I've learned my lesson. Don't shit where you eat. Which is why I'm swearing off of comics and yoga people. Earl, do you know that guy Joey Diaz is friends with that does scooter food deliveries in Hollywood? I don't. But I don't really, straight as a circle, that's a Skakel classic line there. I don't really keep up with who Joey's friends with. No offense to Joey, I don't know who he rolls with. Um, so I would think I would have heard of that person. Yeah, but what she does what's called the scorpion, which is a headstand, right? So her feet will use the Earl doll. So headstand, you're like this, but then her feet go all the way back and touch her head. So her spine is like bending that way. I mean, it's impressive. And she holds the pose for basically for as long as she wants. Um, oh, okay. I don't know that person. Um, yeah, I mean, I like this yoga studio in particular. Everyone's cool. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people in the industry there, but they're like successful, so no one's really trying to peacock each other. And I've actually gotten some good leads, for gigs. So, and I think I'm the only comic there, which I love. So, um, that's actually who I went to the Dodger game with Saturday. No, Friday night. I went with someone from the yoga studio, and there you go. By the way, I had a fantastic audition yesterday for an indie film. Fingers crossed. Yeah, bet you got a good lead for me, Tommy S. You son of a bitch. I'm about halfway through Dynamite. Thank you very much. What up, Gamboo? We got some old school regulars in here. Yeah, 100% there. I mean, even though I've got a bit of a belly right now, I still have one of the best bodies in comedy. I mean, but I am 56. I do voice acting. EA Sports, it's in the game. This is CNN. This is the Special Victims Unit. All cases involve stand up comics and roast battle comics. These are their stories. What the fuck? Um, what up, Rudy Baga? So I haven't been in a cartoon in a hot minute, but I'm trying. Yeah, I mean, CNN, I don't know how they're still in business. Although I did prefer their coverage of MH370. Don Lemon he had the best airplane disaster people on his show. Isn't that wild? We never found that plane. I know it landed in the Indian Ocean, so it's not going to be that easy to find. But you'd think that we would have found a full plane. I'm gonna guess it just landed on the ocean and just sunk. Um, so there you go. Was Renazizi on MH372? Hey, oh, that's an old school joke. Sorry, I just watched the new 9/11 doc on Netflix. I thought I'd throw a new joke in there. Yeah, I mean, was it Ted Turner still on CNN? I mean, I guess it's a tax write-off. I mean, I don't really watch the network news anymore. Like I used to, I hit a nice run of watching Fox, MSNBC, and CNN, but now I'm just sick of hearing about Trump and tariffs and politics and you know, politics for me is like wrestling. You go in and out of it. Hey, OCSC, he knows the deal. Oh, I got to give a shout out to my buddy. Look at these legs. My friend from Winnipeg, Jared Rader, sent me this hat. My friend plays on the Winnipeg Jets, Alex Iafallo. So thank you, Jared Rader, for sending me my Alex Iafallo hat. So we'll put it right there. Yes, it is bothering me because I had a rough game last night. Although I did score a goal, vintage Skakel in front of the net. I'm like the oldest guy in my league by like 15 years. So, it's tough running with these little bastards. I do wear a knee brace while I play. And it's more just to keep the knee warm. It's not really, it's more of a knee sleeve than an actual brace. It just makes me feel, I guess, mentally like, okay, that area of my leg is warm and stretching. So, I mean, it's the placebo effect. I'm sure the knee brace doesn't really do much, but, I don't mind. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button. 15 people in here, and all we have is 8 likes. I'll end this stream right now. I'm just kidding around. I noticed we don't get the trolls in here anymore. We got a few earlier today, but I did not know John. Never heard a bad thing about him. I did hear he smelled like he had like bad BO, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think he was a Comedy Store guy. I can't recall. I don't recall him ever being at the Comedy Store. No, I'm not saying he was smelly. I'm just saying, it's the only bad thing I've ever heard about him. So, yeah, I have a couple braces I alternate on, and they're not really, like I said, they're not braces. They're more sleeves, because my leg is fully rebuilt. It's cadaver, ACL, the side ligaments are good. Yeah, I bet you do. Tommy S., you seem real fired up tonight. Okay, I've never heard that about John Cusack. I'm a big Earl guy. What do you mean you don't like the format? You don't like the phone version? You like the old school iMac stream? What if I went live on the iMac too? Just double simulcast. Maybe that'll get the stream going. Well, the problem, Cold C, is that although, certainly, with only 16 people in here, I probably could have just done it on my iMac. I would say my top 10 streams in terms of views have all been on the phone. Not one has ever been on the iMac. So, that's why I do it on the phone, to be honest with you. And as I believe, as William Smith told me, YouTube really pushes out the vertical streams more than say, the IMAX streams. But I also just noticed a feature here that says, um, no, I don't want that. You can um, do a horizontal stream on your phone. So, maybe one day I'll do that. Who knows? I don't know. I'm always experimenting. Good night, Tommy. Did you ever catch that maniac who almost ran you over? No, I did not. But I'll recognize him. He was very short, balding, black hair. In terms of his nationality, it could have been Italian, Middle Eastern, Mexican. So it doesn't really narrow it down. But I'll just, it's weird. If you were to ask me to describe his face, I couldn't. He had a high forehead. Trust me, I know about high foreheads. But if I saw him, I'd go, that's the guy, and I'll know instantly. So, did you know you and William Smith were friends? William Smith, the actor who died a couple years ago, from, what was he, from Red Dawn and the second Clint Eastwood orangutan movie. I mean, I do have a big forehead. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I don't know if he definitely wasn't thigh because he had like, like, he didn't have Asian eyes. What happened to the Oilers tonight? He's actually got a picture in my car wash right next to Vic Tayback. Yeah, I mean, he was, a model and tough guy, I think in like the 60s. So he had a very nice career. Is it tall? Tall tie? I'm mostly into the food. No, I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I would say he was probably, it could have been Cuban, dark skinned Cuban. Yeah, he was fluent in Russian. I thought he was just doing shtick. Yeah, I forget his real story, but he was like, probably one of the few guys. I would have loved to have known who else was considered for him in that Clint Eastwood Bare Knuckles movie. You guys know me. I'm a big fan of casting, so I would have loved to have. I'm trying to think. Maybe Sam Elliott, I guess, could have fit that bill in that time frame. So, yeah, he was a very good actor. Great in Red Dawn. Really good in anything he was in, and of course a boatload of TV. He was like the go-to tough guy. To put in an episode of like Barnaby Jones and Cannon and SWAT. The OG SWAT. I'm surprised he didn't end up in North Dallas 40. I mean, he was a pretty big boy. Did Norm? Yes, he did actually. Yeah, I mean those Irish boxers. Yeah, I mean let's. You guys are putting me down a William Smith rabbit hole. I think you guys like the side profile. Sometimes we'll go to that. I don't have a producer, so what I do is do my own research. William Smith. Let's see here. He was in Any Which Way You Can. Let's see how many movies he was in. Sorry about that, Colt. See, I'm doing the best I can. Smith was born in Missouri. Military service, U.S. Air Force. He was a Russian intercept interrogator and flew secret missions over the Russian SFSR. Wow, so that's no joke. From 61 to 2014, his acting career. So that's 50 years. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Was in the Rockford Files. I mean, selected filmography. I mean, that's like, um, I mean, he was in Kolchak, The Night Stalker. Um, he was in SWAT, actually. I was guessing on that. Rich Man, Poor Man, The Frisco Kid, Hawaii Five-O, Any Which Way You Can, Dukes of Hazzard, Rumblefish, The A-Team, Red Dawn. I mean, what was his last? I mean, my God, this guy worked a lot. 2020, he was has a Barfly, Tiger Cage. I mean, he worked until 2020. Although from 2014 to 2020, he was not working. Smith was married twice, had two children. Smith died at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in LA at the age of 88. So they don't say how he passed, but 88, he had a nice run. I mean, so rest in peace, William Smith. And, thank you. I mean, my God, his careers. No, let's get to as an avid athlete and lifelong bodybuilder, Smith was a record holder for reverse curling his own body weight. His trademark arms measured 18 and a quarter inches. Oh, wow. And he was a one time training partner of Larry Scott. In 2000, he was inducted into the Muscle Beach Venice Hall of Fame. I did not know that. Smith studied Kung Fu, San Soo, and earned a black belt in American Kempo Karate from Ed Parker, who's legit. He also held a 31-1 record as an amateur boxer. He won the 200-pound arm wrestling championship of the world multiple times, won the United States Air Force weightlifting championship, and he briefly played semi-pro American football in Germany and competed in amateur alpine skiing. And in 2009, published a book of poetry. So this guy was the real dude. Yeah, Ursay, was he the one who got into the argument with Mel Kiper? Or was that his dad? Who the hell is Mel Kiper? I always kind of like that he called that out. I mean, really, who is Mel Kiper? And he's going to tell football teams who to draft. So, yeah, he did have. I did not know about his guitar collection. I mean, but I tell you, the guy who has the best guitar collection, and it ain't even close, is Cheap Trick's Rick Nielsen. I mean, it's just they say it's like thousands of guitars. Now I know Robin Crosby of Rat had a great guitar collection, but then he literally had to sell them all to pay for his drug addiction. So I mean, I had heard from friends of mine who worked at different guitar shops on Sunset that Robin Crosby would literally walk in and sell like a $10,000 guitar for like $100. He just wanted $100 to go get some fucking. I've seen Cheap Trick perform many, many, many a time. Yes, John Five has. John Five strikes me as a type that's never going to go broke. He just seems good with his money. So, hey, if we get another, what would that be? 70. If we get another 75 likes, we can read the letter. How about that? Well, I mean, Ursay, I mean, listen, we all have things we like to collect. So, let me share this for. No, I'm not going to share this. That's when the screen kind of freezes up. So, oh well, if we get oh wow, the likes are climbing. If we get another 80, what would that be? 72 likes, we can read the letter. What? But was he the one who said, "Who the hell is Mel Kiper," or was that his father? Yeah, I don't like. I was just telling someone that last night. John Five is way too good to be in Motley Crue. He's just too technically. Like John Five would be good in like Dream Theater. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell he had alcohol face. I'm not making fun of someone who died. I'm just saying, um, you know, he had, you could tell he liked to get his drink on. Um, but I mean, who was the one? Which Ursay was the one who was like, "Who the fuck is Mel Kiper?" I love that. I think more of these analysts should be called out. Like, I don't know who Mel Kiper is. Oh, yeah, I think it was his father because this was like 25 years ago. So, um, rest in peace. I hear he was very charitable. Um, yeah, I mean, well, you know, Ursay was only 65. Like, that's pretty young to me. I mean, obviously, you're not a teenager, but like, he also looked like he went pretty hard in the paint. You could just look at his face and go, this guy liked to get his nip on. I'm not that blown away that George Wendt died. I mean, the guy's been overweight for literally 40 fucking years. And, it goes back to, what we were talking about last night on my stream live from the ball hockey arena. 5 pounds overweight, that's a lot on your heart to deal with. 10 pounds, George Wendt. I'm sad he died, but fuck, man. I mean, you can't be 50 pounds plus overweight, and I mean it will catch up. Yeah, I mean if you're 65 and are a billionaire, you should never die. Um, so, but I'm sad he died. He was a great actor, and by all accounts, everyone liked him. So, um, it's just not to turn this into a health and fitness fucking stream, but the heart can only take so much. So, what did he die of? A heart attack? I didn't really watch Cheers. I can't recall watching one episode, to be honest with you. But hopefully he you know is in a better place. I mean, he probably wasn't on very many people's death pool because he was kind of under the radar. Body by Earl, yes, Kate M. You get it. Oh, he died in his sleep. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if he drank a lot or didn't eat right. I mean, clearly he didn't eat right. I mean, I think he was on P90 Xbox. Hello, that's an old school old joke there. Uh, yeah, I mean, what was that marathon runner, Jim Fix? Fix, I think was his name. Jim, start with an F. I mean, you literally couldn't be any healthier than that guy. Same thing. He dropped out of a heart attack. Um, what up, W Big? Oh, okay, I was right. And then like Eric Carr, the second drummer in Kiss, died of lung cancer. Never had a cigarette. So, um, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. He did look like him. That guy, what's his name? Delmore Williams, Delaney Williams. He's in Chicago PD a lot. By the way, the season finale is tonight on Chicago PD. I love that show. And Pope from Animal Kingdom is the bad guy this season in Chicago PD. He has a great. Him and Jason Bahe have good chemistry together. Um, yeah, I mean, there's definitely outliers, in terms of people you can, fat people who live forever. I mean, George Burns smoked every day, didn't work out a day in his life. He lived to 100. So, um, you know, it's just one of those things. So, by the way, I once met Jason Bahe on the beach with his family. And this is right after he left First and 10, the show on HBO. And my friends and I were throwing a football. And he set up shop next to us. And he was with his wife and kids. And I looked at him and he kind of just gave me, what's up? And I said, hey, Unessa, throw me the rock. Because his name on the show is Tom Unessa. So I threw it to him, and then he threw me a real wobbler. I'm like, "You're not really a quarterback, are you?" He's like, "Bro, I'm with my wife and kids." I'm like, "I'm sorry, my bad, my bad." Missed notifications. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, good. Thank you, ACDC. We'll do a quick stream. I mean, we'll do another few minutes, and thank you guys for joining the Earl world. I do appreciate it. You can watch it, ACDC. Just no spoilers. Cheap Trick is at the LA County Fair. Interesting. I might go see them then. Uh, I know. I was, Kay, why don't you hook me up with one of your friends? You got to have a friend who lives in LA who needs the Skakel treatment. Um, I hope she's not vegan because I'd like to give your friend the Skakel salami. Hey, well, thank you. I'm a big Sean. I don't know how you say his name, Hatosi or Hattasy, but he had me. He really had me dialed in the Animal Kingdom. Of course, I won't tell me who told me to start watching Animal Kingdom, but I do. Yeah, I mean, I've got standards. They need to have. Well, the body size really isn't important, but they, hopefully busty, if you know what I'm saying. Um, some ladies don't like their cervix pounded. Hey, by the way, I will see you, Kate M, at your nuptials. Uh-oh, shit, everyone, be cool. The preeminent clipper in the Dabbleverse is here. I don't do clips. Earl, what do you know about Ashley Cummings? Have you ever met? I do believe we met at a yoga studio. She had, and she still may have, a yoga studio on. It's funny. It's right by Jones on Santa Monica and La Brea. If you go 2 blocks west, her old studio, which I was told Whitney paid for, might still be there. But I took a class there once, and I think it was geared more towards women. Like I felt like almost creepy that I was like the only guy there. It was kind of like a Jeff Ross house party. Ho! Don't clip that, Doom. I'm on a gag order on that. She is Whitney Cummings' sister, and right now is the talk of the Dabbleverse. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, Doom. I don't have any great stories. Earl could have banged Whitney back in the day when they first started comedy. No, I don't think so. But I think Whitney always identified me as one of the funnier people in our circuit. MKE, that's the guy I have in my Dabbleverse death pool. I mean, you just can't drink like that guy does and like expect to come out on the other side. I think watching some of his streams with Kevin is how I kind of started distancing myself from the Dabbleverse. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if she still owns the yoga studio or runs it, I should say. I guess Whitney would own it. But it was a very nice. I mean, you could tell everyone in the studio had money, so it was not catering towards the poors. But I must confess to you, Doom, I watched one. Hold on, let me pull up your channel here. I'll give you a side. My favorite clip, and it's also one that I kind of turned me off on the Dabbleverse, but it's so funny to me. Kevin Brennan unloads on TSN, Chad Zumach, and Ken Moscow over disloyalty. I don't know why I find it so funny, but I must have listened to that particular stream. What is it, 20 minutes and 20 minutes and 47 seconds. I swear to God, easily 100 times. So keep it up. Go on, what is your channel? At Dooms Paya. That's Dunes, Payuh. Support. If you like the Dabbleverse, and I do like the Dabbleverse in terms of watching, I just don't like to talk about it. You know, he's up now on the Karmic X guy. He's like the new, like a star of whatever you want to say. You know, these people come in and out every couple months. You know, it's like pro wrestling. You got to bring in a new wrestler to get the fucking, you know, fans back into it again. So, um, Chad just wrapped up his ZTV show. Okay, yeah, I don't keep up with the Zummock, the Z-Man. I mean, I think Karmic was in here a couple days ago. So, but you know, I'm always cautious about these new people in the dabble land. Um, you know, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the longevity. You know, when I remember, who was it when Joey C first came on board? Everyone was like, "This guy's going to be a star," and like, you know, he wasn't. And then Mersch, and then you know, and the drunk guy in Germany. What was that guy's name? You know, he went at it with Melton a few times, and but then he kind of faded. Um, and yeah, that is a nice chair. I do like his setup. The cigarettes, though, yeah, you know, who else? Yeah, drunk on cringe. You know, you could just tell he wasn't, you know, because here's the thing, and, you know, only this is out of respect for Doom being in here. We'll talk a little Dabbleverse. Um, um, you know, whether you like the people in the Dabbleverse, um, you know, there are a lot of established comics in it. So when these new people go in there thinking they're going to get the best of them verbally, I mean, listen, Melton has been a comic for 20 plus years. Kevin Brennan, 30 plus years. Bob Levy, you know, probably 30 plus years. Shuli's been a comic for a very long time. So, you know, if you're going to go after these guys, you know, they're going to be able to, you know, carry you into the later rounds. And then you kind of, um, I look like I'm being held at gunpoint. No, I'm good, baby doll. But hit the like and subscribe button. We got a troll in here, guys. Come on in. We welcome the trolls. We welcome the trolls. I mean, frankly, I only have 22 people in here right now. I can't say get out. Um, and you know, then people thought Perry Caravello was going to be like the new star of the Dabbleverse, and he faded very fast. I mean, I met Perry 25 years ago. I didn't find him funny then. So I knew that would be a quick exit. And then, you know, Mr. Kill Everything, he's certainly made an impact in his brief time here. Well, thank you, Tommy, for, you know, you're giving me channel advice. So let's take a look at your channel. I'm talking to the fucking viewers right now, you Momo. Let's see. You're giving me advice. So, um, you're telling me that I need to engage with my subscribers or my channel will never grow. And I just looked at your channel. You have 2 subscribers. Get the fuck out of here. But thank you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Did Bob ever try to pitch Perry to you? I think we spoke on the phone once. This is when I was trying to be an intermediary and getting Chad back on MLC. This is like 2 years ago, and somehow Perry's name got brought up in the phone call, and I was like, Bob, I've known this guy for 25 years, or 23 years at that time. He's not funny at all, and the only one who can make him funny is Don Barris, not the Tom Brennan guy. And you know, Bob, well, clearly you don't care about subscriptions with only 2, but I mean, dude, it's Tony MFS. Don't you find it funny that you come into my stream telling me how to engage with my audience when you don't have an audience yourself? That's like literally me coming up to LeBron James going, this is how you should shoot a free throw. excuse me. I thought it was funny when Perry opened a smoke grenade in his apartment, but less and less after that. I don't like Perry's new handlers, especially Tom. Chicken Man is here every now and then. I mean, I just never found Perry funny. I mean, to me, and even Windy City Heat was kind of one note, and that's 20 fucking years ago. And now, uh, do you think you would survive if you were put in a real life finals match? No, I definitely would not. That's my whole point. Is you're telling me how to run my channel, and you've got 2 subscribers. Like, I don't mind advice, bro, but like, come on, you could at least have 10 subscribers to tell me how to run my channel. But welcome to the Earl world. Hit like and subscribe, and we can be buddies. Sorry about that burp. I had a loaded baked potato earlier. My bad, my bad. So, I look at every now and then Perry's feed or whatever video will come up, and I'll watch, and I'm like, it's literally making fun of someone who is like mentally not there. I just don't find it funny. Now you might say, well, what do you think Don Barris did? But Don made this guy a celebrity. Tom Brennan is not making Perry a celebrity. He's using him as almost like a human pinata. I just don't find that funny. But what do I know? So I don't watch it. If you guys like it, watch it. I don't tell people what to watch. Every now and then I'll have a loaded baked potato from my Ready Fit Go place. It's salsa, nothing really bad in it. Yeah, I mean, but Stern with like the original Whack Pack. He made these guys celebrities. Like, they made money going to like conventions and shit. Perry, it's just like, hey Perry, take a bath in Mountain Dew for super chats. Fuck that. You know, I know Tom Brennan. He's like literally got zero personality. He's clearly just using Perry, and he wouldn't even be able to use Perry unless Don Barris made this character. So I'm not a fan, but and but if you guys like Perry's channel, go to Perry's channel. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Don Barris made Perry a millionaire, but like whatever money he brings in is really Don should get a cut. Because without Don and Mole and Kimmel, Perry's just living on minimum wage. So is Perry passed at the Comedy Store? No, he's not. If he ever gets passed at the Comedy Store, I will go to the Comedy Store that night and black out my name on the wall. Yes, Mole, the great Tony Barberi. I mean, I just now, because a lot of people have sales pitched me, including my friend Jordan. That Tom is only doing the same thing that Don did, but I just found Don and find Don 100 times more creative than Tom Brennan. And I got no beef with Tom Brennan. I don't really know him. I just know him from the Comedy Store when he would show up, and I don't know. I don't find the whole Perry thing funny. I didn't find him funny 25 years ago. I'll never forget the first night I met him was at an open mic at the Canoga Bowl, and you should fight. But why? I mean, I don't have a beef with the guy. I like hot female booskas. Tom Brennan charges fans to make content for the show and then treats them like shit. I mean, that sounds like something he'd do, to be honest with you. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but, I disagree with you there. I am saying he's a bad guy. I mean, he's just manipulating Perry, and it's literally like Perry's on his 14th minute and 59th second of fame. you on an updated version of the Man Show would kill. WR332 $2. Well, I'll tell you that. You never know. Never say never. Yes, the Shockmaster disaster is. I like Pauly Shore, Adam. It's always good to me. Thank you very much, WR332. I don't do this stream for money, but every now and then it's nice to get a super chat here and there. But, I also, I'm sure some people don't think I'm funny, so don't watch me. Son-in-law in the Army now, and Encino Man. I mean, I think Pauly was the perfect comic actor for that time. And then, like most comic actors, I think that his character, like Jim Carrey, like Adam Sandler, got a little one note. Now, Pauly's never really done a dramatic role, which was why I was kind of hoping that he would get that Richard Simmons bio. Because I think that could be a role that could change Pauly's career arc. I'm going, hey, he's not a 50-year-old weasel. He can actually be a good actor. So, now thank you, Colt C, for being a member for 6 months. Yeah, I mean, he had a nice run and was like the perfect character for that, late 80s MTV, early 90s MTV generation. And I got to be honest with you, he's pretty funny. Like, he doesn't get the credit. He's kind of like, say, Warren DeMartini, the guitar player in Rat. You never really hear his name mentioned in terms of all-time great guitar players because you look at a Rat video and he looked like a gay pirate in some of those outfits. But when you just listen, close your eyes and listen to a DeMartini solo, it's like really good. And I think, Pauly, was a great comic for that time frame. And his one-man show is really good, like, because he has lived a tough life. I mean, you imagine growing up with all these fucking creepy comics trying to fuck your mom, and you got to just sit there and watch, and then you get into the business, and no one gives you credit because, well, you're just here because your mom. I mean, that had to be mentally very tough for him. Well, I mean, I don't know if that movie's dead in the water yet. I mean, I don't know what kind of setup Richard Simmons has in terms of an estate, but I mean, Pauly, I think, could make an unauthorized version of the movie. WR332, $2. A couple more of these, and it's time to open Rock Stars, baby. Well, you can do unauthorized characters. Thank you very much. 100%. The double ray gun is for super chats of $10 and up. Sorry, I got a booger in my eye. Peter Chicken Man Brennan. People were just asking about you. I'm not sure. That was a little before my time, William. I don't think it's very tough to get a spot at the Comedy Store. You have to get on an outside promoter show. And on Wednesday nights, they have Set of the Night in the Belly Room, which is, I mean, I guess he could get on that, but I don't see him doing that. That's for like young and upcoming comics to try and get into the development system. And then the original room, he wouldn't be put up because he's not passed. And then the main room, there might be an outside producer show, like Annie would, but I'm not sure. So Gino is funny at stand-up. I've never seen it. So yeah, I mean, Ari Shaffir, a legendary store comic, that's for sure. We'll go about another 8 minutes, guys. And then I'm going to watch Chicago PD and Dynamite Wrestling. Earl, you watching that 2-hour Pee Wee documentary? No, I'm not. I was never like a big Pee Wee Herman guy, so I don't need to watch a documentary to tell me that Pee Wee Herman was gay. Um, Gino wears a headband and says N words. That's hilarious. Ho! TMZ Zumach reported that Gino was seen around your block. Have you seen him around? I have not, and trust me, Gino would stand out around here. Gino just did stand up at a taco joint. I've done stand up at that place. Ponchos. Great Mexican food. Paul Rubens was funny when he wasn't doing Pee Wee. Here's a great thing. The number one Pee Wee Herman impersonator of all time was the old piano player at the Comedy Store, the great Jeff Scott. I wish I was funny. Well, don't let that stop you. Yes, Adam, I'm sorry. We don't do all caps in here. Only the Chicken Man and Hi-Fi Protege, and I believe one other person can do it. According to Cat Williams, Cedric the Entertainer can't impress Tubi. Where's your Netflix special? Well, I wish it was that easy. You know, my Netflix special is, it's not there. So never say never. Hey, let's get to 40 likes in the next 6 minutes so I can feel good about myself. Jeff Ross joke. Yes, any Jeff Ross insult can be in all caps. We have to keep a standard here. Yes, the trailer is good, I must say, and that trailer cost $1,000. We had to build a set and so when people are just fucking put out the special, it's not that easy. So it's a lot of money, and I'm a one-man soldier, and I certainly am not pleading poverty, but I wish I had the money people think I had. You've got to be brave and beautiful like Amy Schumer to get a special. What up, Ryan? You should do an audit on that 1,000. No, I mean you probably look at that and go, where's the $1,000? But we had to build a whole set in some guy's garage. And, it wasn't a cheap endeavor. And, I'm also paying them for their time and whatnot. So, I mean, it was worth it to me. Your ass should have got stunt by 100% KDM. Show that to any potential girls who you will be inviting to your nuptials in the near future. Good evening, Eddie. We're about to end the stream in about 5 minutes. So you got in at the right time, my friend. I mean, I'm not going to say Bill Hicks wasn't funny. I did not find Bill Hicks funny. The X-Files guy, I probably should have porked, to be honest with you. Or at least let him blow me. I have an X-Files credit. Have you gotten money from PayPal? Let me check. For those of you wondering, I saw some comic begging for money. He's not even sick. He was just like, I'm struggling right now. If I could get $1,200, I'd be in a better position. So I just put out a message saying, here's my PayPal. I want money. So let's see if anyone was dumb enough to send me money. Check my email. Here we go. I'm not seeing any money, honey. I could have been Special Agent Skakel. I could have been the small town sheriff's deputy. Because if you go back and watch any episode of X-Files, there was always that one role of one or two lines. It's the FedEx guy. It's the small town sheriff or whatever. So, all right, checking for mail. Do we have any PayPal notifications? It's loading. Not. So, Peter Chicken Man Brennan, are you related to comedian David Brennan? Come on, man. You know he's not related to David Brennan. That is Kevin Brennan's brother. Okay, I'm not seeing any money from PayPal. So we've got 2.5 more minutes, guys, before this stream is officially over and I go and watch Chicago PD and enjoy the rest of my evening in sunny Southern California. Uh, Kevin and unfortunately Neil Brennan and the late Danny Brennan, who did stand up 3 times. When did Danny Brennan die? Recently, right? Um, so I'm not seeing any PayPal, but let's see what comics looked at my Instagram story because that is always telling. Um, okay, a couple comics have looked at my story. And, all right, a lot of comics looking at this story. Because I know what comics have a big mouth. And, well, did you see Skakel's story? So, all right. So there you go. I'm always aware of who's watching. Always. Yeah, but I don't like, I realized that I think Godfrey raised like 200 grand for his special on GoFundMe, but what up, Grimace and Pain? I'm not going to grift my fans or my friends. You guys are my friends at this point. I wouldn't even say you're fans, you're friends. Hey, give me money. No, I don't do that. So, yes, Marv Albert, Barry Beck shoots it around the boards to Hospodar, who fumbles it at the blue line. And here comes Bernie Federico with a head of speed. Gam, Kevin's alive. Man, quit acting hard on here like I won't have you dropping them sheets. Like, what? Do we have a troll coming in here late night? Young Young Locks. Thank you, I have it here. We're all dead on the inside. We're all dead on the inside. Trust me on that one. What is this here? There's my new SAG card. I'm in the union, baby. Yeah, I hate people who ask golf. Get a fucking job, Do a YouTube stream, make a few bucks that way. I made $4 in this stream. Fuck you guys who are begging for money. And this guy wasn't even sick. He's basically saying I need money. So I put out not a GoFundMe. I just said I don't need money, but give it to me anyway. Thank you guys. This is a fun stream tonight. We had a few trolls in here. Hopefully they hit the like and subscribe button. And, if you're local in Los Angeles this weekend, I will be at the Comedy Store Saturday night, 12:15. Thank you very much. And, the offer stands. Anyone who's in the city, you can come to the Comedy Store free of charge. I'll introduce you to all the cool kids. And then you will be treated to a night of stand-up comedy. We got some real gold standard people in here tonight. SCV, William Zoom, AC/DC, Colt C. Whoa. We got Survivor coming in. Survivor 48. Let me turn off the TV. There's Lois. She'd be chilling right now. She'd be chilling. Is she alive? Yes. All right. All right, I'm not going to show the TV screen. All right, here we go. We'll just, we'll end the stream with this visual. Yes, Lois is chilling right now. She's just a tired old dog. do have great floors, to be honest with you. All right, so there's Berry Jelly, maybe the greatest role I'll ever get in my life. No, she's sleeping right now. When she's knocked out cold like that, she don't like to be touched, even by me. Let's make this a little bigger here. Whoa. I mean, you can't really sing the Art Bell theme song. It was just an instrumental by Giorgio Moroder. I wish I could use that as my theme song. Can I use that song or no? I'm assuming that's too big of a song to use. But you know me. Yeah, that's right. Thought. But I can hum it, right? Deep 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 deep. Join us tonight on the Earl Skakel show. In the first hour, we'll interview a couple of Earl's exes who are now wandering around various parts of the country like lost shelter dogs. Deep, 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 deep. And in hour number two, we'll interview all the rapists and pedophiles in LA comedy. By the way, hour two will be 7 hours. Deep, 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 deep. And in hour number three, we'll interview all of Earl's ex's parents who wonder where'd Earl go after meeting the new boyfriends. Deep, 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 deep. Peter Chicken Man Brennan in the fourth hour. Are any of the roast battle comics on Comedy Central doing well in Hollywood? Deep, 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 deep. In our throwback segment, in hour number five, roast battle comics. Where are they now? Deep, 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 deep.